been walking up and down the rows at the Porsche Platz in Sebring looking for very interesting cars, and there's a lot here. But we ran across something really unique. And back in the 70s, there was something that's equivalent to the GT3 RS of today. It was called a 930. It put fear into the drivers. It was Porsche's first foray into turbocharging passenger cars. We run into a beautiful example with Bob Viertel, longtime PCA member. Bob, what region are you from, and how long have you been at PCA?
I'm from the Suncoast region, Manny, and I've been in PCA, I think, about 22 years.
Great, and what year is your car?
This car is 1977 Turbo Carrera, or also known as a 930.
And you told me you were the fourth owner, and you said that everyone's been a PCA member who's owned it before. You know the history.
That's right, I'm the fourth owner. The original owner was in California. The second owner was in Idaho. The third owner was in Charleston, South Carolina, where I bought it from, and I'm in Central Florida.
And what's unique about this car, you'll see the stripes, and these are original stripes he has on the car that Porsche put on the 930 Turbo Carreras. The paint on the car is also original, you said, right?
Yeah, the paint's all original, interior's original, really the whole car is original. It has about 27,000 miles on it at this point.
Do you remember what the color Porsche actually called as yellow?
Yes, it's light yellow.
Light yellow. So they weren't using really fancy names back then.
It was a popular color in the 70s and early 80s, I think.
And now yellow's come back around again, so that's pretty neat. Now, if you look at it, we don't have a regular whale tail that we're all used to seeing on the mid-80s 911 turbos. This was unique. It looks like a regular Carrera tail, and that's because, why don't you lift the deck lid and we'll see why they didn't use a whale tail like we're used to seeing. Now, Bob, this looks pretty clean. What are we missing here?
Well, really the engine is all original. The air conditioning compressor has been updated to a rotary compressor, but otherwise this was the original 3-liter turbo engine with no intercooler. Interestingly, it's the same block that was used in the 76 and 77 Carrera 3.0.
So it had no intercooler. It was air-to-air, I believe they called it. And it was a 3-liter motor, not the 3.3 that a lot of turbo enthusiasts are used to seeing. Has it been reliable?
It's been really reliable, but it's only got 27,000 miles, so I expect a lot more. One interesting feature of this car is the published curb weight is 2,530 pounds. So this car is a lot more like a light 911 in terms of being tossable compared to the later turbos.
If you compare that weight to the new Boxer Spider, which is the latest car Porsche has made in a while, that's a pretty impressive difference that Porsche made this car so light with that much horsepower. And now you tell me that you've done a few modifications on the car, particularly the wheels look great on it. What kind of wheels are these?
The wheels are what people call Lindsay Fuchs. They're made by Lindsay Racing in California. They use a Fuchs center in the wheels, and the fronts are 9.5 by 17. The rears are 11 by 17. Rear tires are a 315, 35, 17. So it's got some big meats on it.
Yeah, it definitely sets off the car. Other than that, it looks pretty looks original, and I would imagine that people may mistake it for a regular mid-80s turbo when it's actually an early turbo.
Yeah, that's pretty common. Most people don't recognize the early ones. There aren't too many around, I don't think.
But there you go. You never know what kind of cars you're going to find here at the Porsche Platz. And this one really sticks out because it's such a unique car.